Hey guys!
Hello.
Welcome to video 3.
Going? Welcome to our new home. We have a
Welcome.
new
We're actually here.
home.
We are. We made
It's
it.
Really
awesome.
nice.
So this week, what are we going to talk about, you guys?
Want to talk about smartphone apps first? Yeah.
Smartphone
Yeah,
apps.
everybody has a smartphone now.
Like it's the cool thing.
What's a dumb phone? Like, what's the difference?
Well, like the
Smartphones,
smartphones, you
dumb
can
phones.
get on the internet, and then you have the apps.
Yeah. So what's your favorite app on your phone?
I like all of the picture apps. I like to use Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I like
And then I
Instagram.
have like camera apps that put filters on it, or like a panoramic app where you can take like panoramic pictures.
My favorite application is Grindr.
For
I'm just
those
kidding.
of you,
Well played.
For those of you who don't know what Grindr is, don't look it up.
Well, last night I was laying in my bed, which is feet away from Brandon's bed in his room. They're right next to each other.
They share a wall.
And I get this text message saying,
You loser.
download the Draw Something app. I want to play.
It's
called
fun.
Draw Something. It is really fun. I can't draw to save my life. And it's really hard because you like use your finger to do it too. So like it's hard to draw, and you have to draw like on the little tiny screen, you know? So that's even more difficult. But it is really fun because you get to laugh at your drawings.
But then you guys say you cheat and you like write
Well,
letters on it. What's the point then?
That's the
That
other
is
thing, is you
cheating.
can cheat really easily because you could write the word.
But I'm real like the
We don't write the word, we just write like little hints
the
that help.
main reason why I want to cheat is because like the whole point of it, like you only have 4 colors that you start with, like really simple, like
okay.
red, black, yellow,
blue.
and blue. And the more point, like you get coins each round you go through, or like the harder the picture is that you draw, you get more points.
Yeah.
After so many points, you can get more colors.
So then you can make really
cooler
pretty
things,
drawings.
right?
All right.
So
I
we
feel ya.
get serious with our artwork.
And we will.
I also love my Starbucks app on my iPhone.
Yeah, talk that.
I mean, it's your Starbucks card, but it's like on your phone.
I like those like mindless, pointless games. Like Kara introduced me to Tiny Tower. It's hard
Oh,
to
yeah, I've seen
describe,
you guys
but it's
play
like
that. I
really
don't get it, though.
mindless, and it's just kind of something to. I play it on the train a lot. Brandon, what's this little mark on your leg?
This little mark on my leg, I don't 100% know.
It went off of you.
I mean,
Your
this
monkey.
is kind of racially offensive, but it looks like a white person's mole.
I mean,
compared
you
to-
are, you're a white person as well as you are a black person.
Wow.
Which just makes
That's
you
the
special.
first time that that's ever been stated. No, most of the time I'm just acknowledged for
Being Hispanic.
Everyone at Starbucks
Which
thinks
you are
it's
not.
Hispanic.
¿Cómo estás? No comprendo. I talked to a guy in Spanish today and he was like, comprendo? And I was like, no.
So that's something that I want to know how you guys feel about. It frustrates me that there are people that live, and obviously we're in New York City, so there are like a lot more here than there are back in Illinois or, you know, anywhere else, a lot of other places. But there are people that live here that don't speak English at all. Like they literally don't understand a word of English. And that just, I guess, really surprises me, because if I was choosing to live somewhere,
You're just gonna magically know how to speak their language. So like
right,
if
and
I
know
thought
a lot of people here do know how to speak Spanish, but a lot of people here, like Brandon, is pretty good at understanding it. Like if somebody speaks to him, he has a harder time actually speaking it for himself. But anyway, I don't understand a word of Spanish or any other language, and I think it's really awesome people who speak numerous
me
languages.
too, it's very attractive.
But I live in the United States where everyone speaks English, I think, except for they don't.
God bless America.
Look up J
Transition.
HUD. Look
This
up
is
J
great.
HUD.
J HUD singing God Bless America at some
America.
kind of baseball game. Girl butchers the last note. My home, sweet home.
Look it up on
That is-
YouTube.
That is so accurate.
YouTube
He's
it.
right on.
Jennifer Hudson butchers God Bless America.
Search it.
Look it up.
So there are some pretty harsh things on YouTube.
There are some harsh things on
That's
YouTube.
a
God,
for
people love to see celebrities screw up and
Fall
do
down.
tragic things.
Beyonce.
I mean, people like to see people fall down, even if they aren't famous, on YouTube. My video on YouTube that has the most hits is my Sharpay Wipes Out video,
She goes down.
posted by Nick Sutter.
Someone's gonna pay for that.
I like slid down and I popped right back up.
She
and
does.
I ran
That's
on
the
stage.
crazy part. She pops right back
But
up.
anyway,
We'll put a link to that in the bottom of here.
Nick Sutter is going to be a special correspondent for us, live from
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois, and by live I mean live with us, but obviously
Not live with
not
you.
live with you. But there are people who are like YouTube stars. They make money off of being on YouTube, and
Like Sophia.
people would
Sophia
know.
Grace and Rosie.
People would know who they are, like walking down the street, because they're like, "Oh my God, I watch you on YouTube."
Which is crazy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like Sophia Grace. I mean, she's like she put a video on YouTube, and now she's like,
Has been on
Blown
Ellen
up all over the
7
place.
billion times and
Or
gone to
Glozell.
"Oh yeah,
Give it
Glozell,
some
like, she
time.
has
You
a
guys will know who
series.
Glozell is. Miranda sings.
Miranda sings is a
Sings.
YouTube celebrity. We probably look for singers the most on YouTube that we think are good, because like that's what we do. So we like to find other good singers. But there's lots of people, like Glozell has like a talk show and like she comments on things or she does funny things. There's a girl named Jenna Marbles
Oh, yeah.
Her
that
things
does
are
like
fun.
video
Very.
series that are funny. Who's somebody you have found on YouTube?
Jessie J. Way before Jessie J was
Yeah,
famous.
I know you did.
Years
Told me
ago.
about her years
And
ago.
then now she's singing, I'm feeling sexy and free. Or whatever. I don't even know how it goes. I've known about her for a while. So I loved watching her videos.
Wasn't there a girl that's on American Idol that we watched on YouTube
Right now,
just months ago, and now she's on American Idol?
Jessica Sanchez.
Yeah, real good.
She's on
We
YouTube.
like her.
My favorite YouTube videos are like the videos people post of their kids. Like saying
Yeah.
funny things or doing funny things. Like they always are just so amusing. Like Charlie bit me, that's one.
Ouch!
Ouch, Charlie!
Have you seen the autotune version?
Yeah.
That's another
Version's
thing on
real good.
YouTube.
Check it. One of our favorite performers, who is now in the national touring cast of Les Miserables, and she's been on Broadway and Everyday Rapture, and she does all kinds of recordings and performances all over the country.
She has a show coming up in Boston. If you're
Yeah,
in
she's
Boston,
doing-
check it out.
Her name is Natalie Weiss, and she started out getting exposure like by posting videos of herself on YouTube, and composers found her on there.
She's great.
Another cool thing that we've been following today and kind of for the last few weeks is this composer that's in New York City named Scott Allen did
Yeah.
a YouTube contest, the I'm a Star contest. He wrote a song called I'm a Star, and he like named the contest after that. But basically, anyone could submit a video of them singing to win a chance to perform at his concert with all these really amazing, famous singers, and be on his live album recording. So that's something really cool too, and I think that other people probably do stuff like that all the time. We just
Yeah.
don't really. That's one that we like specifically knew about because we know and love Scott Allen. What an amazing way to give such a huge opportunity and to get so much exposure for so many people. Like not only himself, but obviously he's really passionate about finding new talent, and the people he picks and even the people he doesn't pick. You know, people are gonna watch him, and it's just really exciting and it's really fun. And I thought that was a really cool
Absolutely.
YouTube thing that I had never really thought about before.
I'm tired, guys. We moved this past week.
We did.
We're exhausted.
Don't ever move.
I mean,
Just don't
movers
do
are
it.
so expensive. So we did it ourselves
We live on the 4th floor.
of a walk up.
Walk up.
No elevator.
No, it's awesome. I mean, our apartment is so nice and it's so big and it's great.
But
But that's probably
I don't ever wanna
But,
leave
but
alone.
lugging those
thing that was-
queen size beds
and the full size bed. And,
up,
and the couch we're
And the
sitting
couch.
that was exhausting. My
And-
body still aches.
on. Anyway, what we really need to ask you to do is to tell us what you want us to talk about, and keep in mind that Nick Sutter is going to be our special correspondent. So things that you want us to talk about with him. He's in Chicago and we're in New York, so like we're both in two major cities, but like really different things going on happening around us. I do have to tell you guys that I got my Under the Street Lamp DVD in the mail today. There's 4 foxy men on the front of it. Forgot to mention last week the unspoken 5th member of Under the Street Lamp is the guitarist David Sarkis, who I have a real passion for. I think he's brilliant. My dad is an awesome guitar player, so I think that's why that kind of stuff stands out to me. But he's just real good, and he's like their music director too, which is super cool. So I'm telling you now, David Sarkis, I think you're brilliant, and I think you should get a Twitter so everyone can follow you and you can feel like a rock star because you are. So, has anything happened to you recently at Starbucks? Any special stories?
I get a lot of compliments on my necklace. And people touch me over the counter.
That's awkward. How do you feel about that? Like, is that okay?
I'd be
Do
like,
we need to have like a strip club policy at Starbucks?
It's
Can't
happened
touch the
so
baristas?
many
Like,
times.
that's weird.
I got called a sexy mother bleeper.
you can fill in the blank.
So that was a nice compliment, I guess. But
Awkward, but nonetheless flattering.
That's about it. Hope everyone was safe over St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was just tons of people out having a good time. We did see some
Pretty drunk people.
stragglers.
Speaking of, I have to share
Wandering
this
around.
story. A lady came into Starbucks at probably 7 o'clock, so there's a lot of drinking that probably had been going on. On St. Patrick's Day, she strolled in by herself. Her outfit was extremely unflattering. She was probably 60-ish, so she was getting it in for an older lady, okay?
Okay.
Get it, girl!
Okay, girl.
And she was like, oh... it makes me so sad because there are drunk kids everywhere outside. And it just makes me nervous because they're young and they shouldn't be drinking. And they're drunk and they look like they're gonna throw up and they're like, "Bah." And I'm nervous. I thought about asking them if they wanted help, but I didn't know if they would like hurt me because some people don't like that. Anyway, I'm rambling. Have a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Anyway.
And I said,
Let's go. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
What about the guy you saw like right outside our apartment on your walk home?
Well, there was on my walk home
Which
to my
is like
apartment.
4 minutes.
It's
max.
very, very
You
short.
live very close.
There were drunk people. I didn't get off work until 12:30 a.m.
Right, yeah.
Very interesting. I'm a closer at Starbucks. And he had 2 people on each side. So imagine Kelsey and Megan helping me and walking like this, except his feet were like doing
They were
that on
dragging
the ground.
Oh, and he like hurt his face.
And he must have fallen because he had blood like pouring down his
Oh,
face.
what was he saying?
And he was like,
Guys, I hurt me.
guys, I hurt my face.
I hope they took care of him. If
And
it was
and they were
serious,
like,
I-
Michael, you're fine.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Have a happy Thanksgiving and a happy New Year. If there is a New Year.
So, coming at you next week, we want more topics from you. Oh,
I
why?
have a friend that's coming to
We're
visit
not in
on his
college.
spring break. We'll see if he makes it into our YouTube series.
Probably not.
He's probably not even going to watch this, so I
So
don't
he
know.
won't even
And we
know.
have Nick Sutter, who's a loyal, dedicated fan, who will definitely be on. So, I just don't know if we're going to have room for anybody else.
We'll see.
You'll have to tune in and find out. Here's to you, our loyal viewers, dedicated fans. Leave us some comments. Let us know your thoughts,
Yeah.
your passions. Give us some
Give us
insight
some
on
drink
life.
recipes.
Tell
Some
me how to
good
make a
drinks.
mojito.
Oh my
I
God.
love mojitos. I need to make them for myself.
Mojitos?
Mojito?
Until next Tuesday, you guys. Astoria! Astoria!